It was originally gonna be a rap, but since I don't have any drugs, you can catch me sitting on the side of the road or walking real slow, headed to the middle of nowhere while walking the Camino. Got my stick in my right hand, the other's full of vino, and my first thought in the bar is no more bocadillo. I always carry my backpack, but it's a few too many kilos. You can call me the bagman, like Robert De Niro. That's where you help a lot, by the way. I'm happy and positive, but my energy is real low. Blisters should have stopped after the first week, but somehow they still grow. You can call me an idiot, or a hiker, or a hero, but there's only one way to put it: soy peregrino. It feels like yesterday that we started from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. Nah, just kidding. It feels like we started in like 1964. Oh, but I can remember the Pyrenees very clear though. I had to man up that day so much it made my beard grow. And I don't know if it's better if you have a mule or you're on your bike, but I can tell you for sure that first day was a bitch to hike. Then the road got nice and flat. Too bad it was 100 degrees out. Hope I find a shady spot to just sit in and space out. Then it drops 400 feet in the cave. Now, how you like that? Or let's take a walk through the mountains. Like, how you hike that? I can feel the sweat running down the side of my ball sack. I should have followed my instinct and done this on horseback. No, but I loved walking in the forest like the first 4 days. Every time I saw a crossing, there were arrows pointing both ways. Then I walk a couple clicks, but everybody's long gone. Only then would I realize, well, I guess I took the wrong one. And then you read about the Lost Hungarian in the Daily Herald. Poor guy, he was just trying to take the road less traveled. Oh, and I love the towers and the horizon taunting me like some kind of a poser. No matter how fast I walked, they just wouldn't come any closer. I love to get up at 4, then 5, then 6 in the morning. If it wasn't for the noise of pilgrims, it was probably my own snoring. I love the first couple Ks every day, just wandering from door to door, desperately mumbling, "Café con leche, por favor." I love how you don't have to stress in a bar choosing the perfect dish. You can sit back and relax because it's only chicken, pork, or fish. Or you can have a salad, spaghetti, or some fried eggs, or put a tortilla in a sandwich and OD on carbohydrates. It's just as hard to get service at a bar than to get 3 bars of service, and the Wi-Fi just sucks balls. But you probably already heard this. In the beginning, in some towns, you'll be rather shocked by this. Half of the arrows only lead you to where the next bar is. And sometimes you'll find signs that mark the exact kilometer we just hit. Whenever you see one of the road, just go ahead and don't trust it. Sometimes you check the weather forecast and you turn pale. It's gonna be hot and sunny with occasional hail. It's good to know how siesta works too. Plan your shopping after a mean hike. All shops close at 2 and reopen at whatever the fuck they feel like. But you know I'm just messing with you, Spain. I love you. I don't want to be a hater. And first chance I get, I'll be back like Arnold from Terminator. I loved it. I had a blast and I got a lot of thankful. I gotta say, walking 600 miles is hard as hell though. So if you're feeling more tired than proud of what you've done and you want to put in your feet in the river, hold on. I'll cry you one. But it's all worth it. Because guess what's the best feeling that I know? Walking for 34 days straight and arriving to Santiago. Now I'd like to say goodbye, but I want to do it right. So buen camino, everyone, and don't let the bagpipes bite.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh.
So you staying here for another day?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I have to.
I met you the first day.
Yeah.
Love you. Oh, you're awesome.
Thank you.
So great.
That is the story.